It is the King Hitman here, and I am very excited and very thumbs up and receptive of this choice of EZA because I was hoping he would get one, and then I lost a little bit of belief in it, man. But he is here. He is on his way, I should say. First of all, we are getting a new stage of Red Zone, being Zamasu and Goku Black as stage 4 of Dismal Futures Red Zone. So that means I think we're going to get 6 stages. I mean, I would think it's Merge Zamasu after this, and then we're going to get Infinite Zamasu. That's what I think is going to happen, but we'll see. Anyway, the choice for the EZA in part 2 is Future Gohan. INT Future Gohan. This guy, Future Gohan's my favorite form of Gohan, so I'm very excited about this. He does have his old transformation. His animations still look really, really good, so I'm ready. Now, here's the thing. Thank you to Goresh for the translations. Let's see what he does here. All right, I'm hoping he's great. I need him to be great because he is I think a big influence on if we get this sort of Hope Part 2 Carnival Trunks. He's good for Hybrid Saiyans. Hybrid Saiyans, people don't want to admit it because they hate that team. They've hated that team for like 5 years. Hybrid Saiyans is actually really dead right now. So, Dead Arm Gohan, I need you to get your stuff together. I need you to work on this. All right, now, Super Attack. The explosive, well, his leader skill, of course, you know, Bond of Master and Disciple, Hybrid Saiyan, 3 key 170, sure. Super Attack, it greatly raises attack and defense for the 1 turn still, while causing immense damage to the enemy. Thought they'd increase that a little bit. I mean, they're scared to give him massive, I get it. Tenacious Warrior, he gets 1 key attack and defense 150%. He will get an additional 50% when he super attacks. He gets 58% damage reduction when HP is 70% or less. When he was younger, it was... I could have sworn I had him pulled up. There he is. When he was younger, it was 58%. When 58%? Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. So, I mean, that's not ideal. We don't love that, but let's see. Bond of Master and Disciple category allies 2 key 50% attack and defense. Oh my gosh. High chance to guard all attacks when there's an ally whose name includes see, like, damn, if it was just on the team. High chance to guard all attacks when there's an ally whose name includes Trunks. Kid and GT are excluded, attacking in the same turn. Transform when conditions are met. This happens every time. People just assume his transformation condition is going to be the same. We don't know. His transformation condition is probably going to change, even if it doesn't. What is it right now? It's turn 4 with the Trunks? Yeah, turn 4 when HP is 58% or more if there's an ally whose name includes Trunks. Alright, now the Super Saiyan Gohan has to be spectacular. I'm not unimpressed with this like base form Gohan. It's just more, I want to see him in action. I want to see him in action because 1 key, you know, 150%, 50%, and then greatly raising for another 50% is a fair amount of base defense with the defensive mechanics he has, and then he's giving 50% as support. Like, it's there. Multiple phases are being calced right now. I'm worried about his damage reduction. I'm worried about his high chance to guard. It feels like he's one of those units, you having high HP is actually the worst thing that could happen. So let's see. Super Saiyan Future Gohan raises attack permanently, immense damage with a medium chance to perform a critical hit. I like that. Passive skill, Rage Against the Androids, 3 key attack and defense 158%. He gets an additional 58% when a super attack is performed. He has a natural 58% damage reduction. Notice this celebration, what they're really emphasizing right now with some of these units is damage reduction, because they know, all right, we have been throwing some real haymakers, yo. We've been making it so that y'all don't have too many opportunities to protect yourselves. So we got to help y'all out a little bit. So we'll throw you guys a bone, all right? These damage reduction units that they are EZAing, giving them, you know, the defense that they're giving them on passives for Zamasu, right? It's on super attack too. It's making it so that even if it's turn 3, they have such enormous amounts of, or I guess such minor amounts of damage taken to some of the harder hitting bosses in the game at the moment. So it's good that they're handling it like this. They're not, I want to say, scared of damage reduction per se, and you're seeing that pure defense such as Tech Trunks isn't quite enough. Now, 1 key attack and defense 40% per Bond of Master and Disciple category ally in the same turn. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack. When there's a Trunks in the same turn, he will launch an additional super attack when there's an Android or Future Saga category enemy. Now that's a big jump, because before he only had Android enemy. Oh, that is, you know what? If you weren't going to completely make it so that he could do that against anybody, that was a fair way to help that condition out. That's actually really powerful. Because it's not like he needs defense. He does not need defense. He can now quadruple super. He doesn't need extra defense because he has the 58% all over the place, right? All the, like I said, all the forms of defense along with the mitigation. Ooh, low key, high key, high key. His Super Saiyan state is fire. It's going to be fire for this Dismal Future Red Zone. This is the type of thing, you know, Bardock needs, right? He kind of had that with Wicked Bloodline. But the namesake of Bardock always wanting to fight the Frieza bosses, he just wasn't up to date. Like, there weren't many up to date Bardocks. I guess you could say the tech one, but the tech one was just, I really like that tech Dragon Ball Z Bardock. He's quite undertuned even now, well, especially now, and even then I should say he was fairly undertuned. It's just his scouter protected him from a lot of attacks. But yeah, now that you're looking at this Gohan, I mean, he has medium chance to crit on his super. He can quadruple super. You're giving him dodge. Y'all don't want to hear this part. You're giving him dodge and additional, because when you have a 30% chance in the state that's actually going to be doing the damage, why would you not just let the crit chance in his super attack be what carries him? Then that's going to go from 30 to 60 and 60 to 90 and then 90 to guaranteed, right? What a crit 1.2, like 2.2 times the that would be crazy. No, but seriously, crit overload. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Impulse thoughts, intrusive thoughts. Oh man. So yeah, Gohan he's not as eye-popping on the paper as Zamasu was, because I'm scared of his base form a little bit. I don't know why they're insisting on giving these hybrids. They're scared of guard. I'm telling you, they are terrified of guard. So what they're doing now is this high chance to guard they gave to Tech Trunks. They're giving this to Gohan now. They're going to keep giving it to these hybrid scenes. It seems like they're horrified of it, man. It's pissing me off. That really sucks. I don't dislike him, though. I mean, I'm worried about him. I'm definitely worried about him. I wish he had just the guarantee, because it's like, it's not just Trunks on the team, it's Trunks on the turn. I wish at that point, if it was just on the turn, they guaranteed it or made it a great chance. I think great chance is fine. Like, I don't trip over a great chance to guard. Oh man, that sucks. They held back on base form Gohan out of fear. They're definitely terrified, but the Bond of Master and Disciple buff is very powerful. Please do not overlook that. That was really the best part of his old kit, was the fact that he gave, what, 1 key 30%? And now it's 2 key 50? Damn, son. How far we've come, huh? Now, if we have his defense, thank you to Halvard, and thank you to Goresh for the translations, the GOAT as usual when it comes to that stuff. Halvard is a defensive, well, yeah, just a defensive calculator. I mean, just always giving out the numbers, always giving out an idea of what a unit's going to look like. This is EZA INT Future Gohan's defensive calcs. At the start of the turn, oh man. At the start of the turn, 257k defense, but once he super attacks, we're at 580, which isn't quite enough. But if you additional super, he'll have 773k. Of course, when he has all of these things active, once he has, like, you know, either the guard or the damage reduction, he's unfazable by normals, and he's mostly unkillable from supers. I can't think of a super attack that would hurt him. Not right now. We'll see, we'll see. So with 40% support, which he is the support, so I wouldn't factor this in too much, but he can get to a max of 876k defense. That is nice. That's a nice start. Now, Super Saiyan Future Gohan, he's going to have a lower number because, yeah, exactly, 454k. He's going to have a lower number at the start of the turn. He's going to have 280k defense, his 58% mitigation. I kind of, let me see this. Am I tripping, or is he gonna take more damage sometimes? 410k defense, 454k. That's weird. So this sounds weird. I'm gonna explain it. It's not a deep thought. I'm just worried about the future of, like, this infinite Zamasu. If he does 2 million on his super attack, right? That's gonna make me a little nervous. If he's not tech, that is, because Gohan having type advantage, nothing type advantage would ever hurt this Gohan, period. There's no situation when he's Super Saiyan that he'll be hurt. I did Cell Max's super attack stat, which is a 1.875 million super attack, and then I treated Gohan as if he was type neutral in case Zamasu does a number quite like that, but he's AGL or STR or something. Gohan, when you cut it down to the 42%, and then you take away about 400k, he's somewhere around taking 350, 330-ish k damage. That makes me nervous for his future, because why would Super Saiyan, you're gonna give him full dodge, like you're going to give him full dodge. If you don't give him full dodge, you clearly don't like this unit. But yeah, his chance to dodge is gonna be really dependent on the possible future of super attack damage. But right now, Gohan cannot be straight outright killed by any of these super attacks. It's still early for me, man, forgive me. But yeah, Gohan is exceptional defensively. I just ran that BS test on my calculator to see what he would take, and he's still extraordinary defensively. Now, we also got the sub EZA for the Super Saiyan Heat Dome Attack Trunks, which makes me feel like the sub EZAs are now just going to start dropping with the standard EZAs, either during major celebrations or more often than not, because there are a lot of sub EZAs on the table that they've passed over. We'll see what they do. But yeah, this Tech Trunks, Manda Master and Disciple 3 key 130. We don't care about the leader skill. Super attack effect. The Heat Dome attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, supreme damage, and lowers enemy defense. He was terrible before. He was so dependent on an android and fighting an enemy named Cell. So we did not, and having a Gohan on the team. I don't know why they did that. He had been living without Gohan for years. I don't know why they did that. For future peace, his EZA now gives him attack and defense 150%. He will get an additional He will get an additional attack and defense and chance to perform a critical hit plus 25% per attack performed to a max of 50%. He will get 3 key and an additional attack and defense 100% when there is a Gohan future on the team. He will then get an additional 6 key and perform a critical hit when there is an android category enemy, and then 100% attack when facing an enemy named Cell. This is terrible. However, it might end up being pretty good versus one specific, very, very unique first form Cell enemy that we are dealing with right now at this state in the game. So it seems like he was built for that fight. He's perfect for that fight, literally. Now that he has Gohan's EZA, you can run that rotation, and I would think it's going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to tank. He can't tank. Like, he's not holding. Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's not holding a super attack from Cell. But let's look at this. So his defensive stats. Sheesh. Even post super attack, 341k with no support. With there's a future Gohan, he's at 478k. If he double supers, he's at 765,000 defense. When he's fully built up, 765. Wow, it's funny. He's at the same number. And then remember that he's also, Gohan is supporting him. INT Gohan is going to give him that support when they're in base form. So the Cell fight is a short fight. So you're mainly going to see him in his base form. And then with the 40% support, his maximum possible defense, assuming he double supers, is 850k. He cannot rock with first form Cells. Boss, this EZA is terrible. I don't know what they were thinking. But I'll leave that there. It is the Young King Hitman. I hope you guys are excited for Gohan. Don't even worry about Trunks. I hope you guys are worried about Gohan. That Trunks namesake will likely be taken very soon because his name is Super Saiyan Trunks Future. I expect it to be taken somewhat soon. We'll see what it is, man. Part 2 is starting not that far down the week. We'll see it in a couple of days. We'll have an idea of exactly what's going on in a couple of days. It is the Young King Hitman. I hope you guys are hype. Young Hitman is off this. Because last year, Thouser was trash too. Like, don't forget, STR Cooler was spectacular. And then Physical Thouser was like no one used that card, period. So it feels like this Trunks is probably the equivalent. I still have hope that we'll see, and I do fully believe that we'll see INT Goku Black's EZA, whether it be the TUR or the LR. I really don't. I would rather the TUR, but I really don't care as long as it's good. We'll see it. Young Hitman is off this.